Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Laura Rose and today I'm going to do a tag video. I saw Alexa do this on Alexa Talks Books. It's the ice cream book tag and I'll link her video down below and I'll also link the original video for all the questions. So let's start. The first flavor is peanut butter, and that's a very long book series that you want to read but probably won't, and why. And I'm going to say The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, which is the first in his Wheel of Time series. And I've had a lot of people recommend this to me since I really like fantasy and sci-fi. My boyfriend's actually halfway through reading this and he loves it, but I just can't get into it right now. It just seems so long. There's so many books and I have so many I want to read, and just working through that whole entire series from the beginning seems like a chore. The next flavor is chocolate, and it's a book that you would read over and over and over again. This one is easy for me. This book I do read over and over and over again, and it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. Vizzini? I really loved this book. I can't remember why I picked it up, but I know it was quite some time ago, and it was long before the movie had been made. It's a book that talks about mental health illness, and I personally suffer from mild depression, so it's something I could really relate to, and I was interested in how he talks about the stigma of depression. Ned Vizzini actually committed suicide a couple years ago, which really brings to light why we need to talk more about mental health issues and how to help people that need it and release the stigma that depression or anxiety, bipolar, or any other sort of mental health issue is a problem. It's the most pristine book on my shelf, the only one that I keep a jacket on and protect with my life and will not lend out to anybody. It's my favorite. The next flavor is Pistachio, and it's a book with a green cover. I was really excited about this because this is a Roald Dahl book that I don't think I hear a lot about. It's called Skin, and it's a collection of short stories. Some of them are a little creepy and not quite up to his friendly kid-like status, but I love, love, love this book, and I've read it a bunch of times. Short stories are easy to go through, and it's just as a book that I'll find myself reading and then have to finish the whole thing because I want to read every story that he has. So if you haven't read it, check it out. And let me know what you think about it because I love this book. It's also one of the nice ones on my shelf. If I own the book, you know I'm pretty serious about it. The next flavor is Strawberry, and it's a book with the cutest romance. I don't actually read books with romance that often, or I take that back, but cute romances aren't something that I think heavily about. But this book came to mind when I thought of this question, so I'm going to say Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, because for 7 effing books, J.K. Rowling built up this romance, and when it finally happened, I was so excited. It's between some of the main characters. If you've read it, I assume you know who I'm talking about. If you haven't read it, then I'm not going to spoil it for you, but why haven't you finished Harry Potter yet? Just saying. The next book is Lemon, a book with a sour ending, and I just want to say, before I say this, that I still did enjoy this book, but it's one that I had a problem with the ending, and that is Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. I did enjoy the series, but I thought the ending of this book was very anticlimactic, and I actually thought in this case that the movie ended better than the book did because of the twist that they gave us in the movie, which when I was seeing the movie I was like, this doesn't happen, what the hell is going on? And then the way that they incorporated it, I was like, yes, nailed it. But overall, in general, I did enjoy the book, and I'm a secret guilty pleasure lover of the Twilight series. The next flavor is Mint, and it is a children's book that you like. Now, if you've been watching any of the videos on my channel, you know that I'm obsessed with children's books. You can see all the holes on my bookshelf where I took out the children's books for this question because I can't choose. It's not fair, and I have a whole series dedicated to all the children's books that I love, so I'm just going to hold up some of the ones that I pulled out, and this is just a few of the huge collection of kids' books that I have on my shelf. Now I think I'm just going to read all of them because they're so good. Babysitter's Club, Anne Martin. Dr. Doolittle's Circus, Hugh Lofting. Anything in the Redwall series by Brian Jacques. Curses Inc. by Vivian van de Velde, which is another collection of short stories that I love. My Father's Dragon by Ruth Stiles Gannett. Holes by Louis Sachar, BFG, Roald Dahl. Mrs. Pigawiggle, Betty McDonald. And that's just some of them. I actually feel bad for all my other children's books that I didn't hold up. So maybe I'll do a bookshelf tour for you guys so you can see all the ones that I have here. Number 7 is Vanilla, your favorite classic, and I'm going to have to say A Separate Piece by John Knowles. I read this in high school as a reading requirement, and I just remember really loving it. I can't actually remember completely what happens. I know a little bit of the plot, but maybe I should revisit it because I love the book and it really opened my eyes as a teenager or whatever. And the last favorite is Whipped Cream, a very long book that you read really, really fast. And I'm going to say anything in A Song of Ice and Fire series. I chew through these books so quickly, partially because I stay up all night and day to finish them. The first time I read A Song of Ice and Fire, I was in high school. It was my senior year, and I still remember I had a Game of Thrones cracked underneath my desk table like this. And while the teacher was lecturing, I was like, because this book is that good. All right, that's it for the ice cream book tag. I'm going to tag Stephen Alff from Alff's Books and Nadria from Blabberon. Thanks for watching. I'm Laura Rose, and this has been the ice cream book tag. Subscribe for more videos weekly and leave a comment because I like comments. So just do it. All right, hope you have a glittery day.